So at this point, black women are just reinventing the wheel. I recently came across this new alternative lifestyle that black women, and I think an African woman inspired this because I think this came from a music video. But black women are reinventing the wheel on how to be feminine, and with their anger and frustration of how they can't control Gen Z millennial black men. It has them pretty much in a tizzy to where they don't even know where they fit in, because with the pandemic, and they're not getting the wages that they want. Don't be fooled into thinking that they got these good little jobs and they're paying them much. Don't be fooled with that. A lot of black women for the longest have been working for free, and I've been saying that. Black, they don't really know where they want to fit in, because they want a hybrid lifestyle to where they want to be a boss bitch because they just don't want no man running them over. And even if they want a so-called high value man, they still have to feel like they have to get a business or be sponsored by some company. They still have to find some way that they have to be better than the guy that they want to be with, regardless of race. And black women really they don't know what they want to be. They don't know if they want to be boss bitches. They don't know if they want to be stay at home wives, because that's going to imply cooking, ownership, being around kids 24/7, and with these black single mothers killing and chopping up their own damn kids. You think giving black women $1 million, $1 million, a multi-million-dollar home, you think they're gonna act any better? So I haven't really looked up any of these videos. I'm just gonna I'm gonna just start with the basics, because let's try to figure it out. Let's try to figure out how to live this so-called soft life. And this woman has to check.
Your body needs to sleep. Even God rested.
And with a lot of these females are not ADOS women. I think the reason being is that African women and Caribbean and African women can divest or get away from blackness. Pretty much because their families, or their culture doesn't shame. There's no really guilt. There's no guilt tripping, because they can date out and they won't get that like side eye stare that a lot of ADOS black women claim they get when they do it from their side of the family. And it's pretty much in African culture, or just kind of the society, is that if they're not, African men and women aren't gonna they already know that they're not even compatible. I'll probably just say they're probably like nicer about it, to where there's a fair exchange, to where African women can date out and date whoever, and then black African men can date out and do whoever, and then it's just like, hey, everybody's incompatibly happy. versus with ADOS women, like I said before, there's the culture shock. And then the thing is that with ADOS women, they don't play the long game. And African and Caribbean women play the long game, in which their main partner doesn't need to check the boxes on how to beat it up. And you can kind of, there's no, you put in the comment section if I'm wrong. There is no stereotype that white men, Asian, Indian men know how to beat up the black box. There's no they don't even have a stereotype for their own women. There's no sexual stereotype. All they can really have is just be handsome. And that's basically it. Handsome and rich, and really, rich is really the number one asset they have. And African and Caribbean women can play the long run to where they're just worried about the lifestyle. As long as they can kind of do this to where as long as they can do this little beach resort lifestyle where all they do is drink wine and be in hotel resorts all month long. Meanwhile, they can kind of laugh at working class people for being peasants. This is a fantasy that I really do believe African women have had probably for the longest, probably for centuries, and pretty much why they really have no conscience when it came to them selling out our ancestors to slavery. But let's just go to the video.
Seventh day, are you bigger than God? Go to sleep at night. Ask for help, ladies. I am not about to break my back for anything going forward. Toxic people do not have to be in my inner circle. I can't control what happens outside of me. Stop making bad decisions. So we're rejecting struggle love all year round. Don't even look at your bank account. Sometimes throw money at your problems. That person is not going to stop being toxic, but you can choose how you maneuver around those people. This is a lot of money. Like, I was so excited. I saw the trip to Cuba is 1,500. I said, skirt.
So don't ever be fooled like these women have any inspiration to contribute to society. This is what they want to be lazy, and that's fine. The thing is, their ego it can't keep it up, and even with African women, they still have to be better than those little white guys they are so enamored with.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing well. So you guys are in for a treat. I hope you guys can hear me clearly. I am obviously filming in a different room in my house and I'm not sure about the echoes. However, we are talking about in this video how to live a soft life, baby. Of course, you guys must have heard the term going around a lot. More soft life, hashtag soft life, and I'm here to explain.
COVID, economic crisis, people are unemployed, loss of jobs, bad president, war, high gas prices. And when you watch the media and see them trump up the idea of women leadership, especially black female leadership or women of color leadership, you would think when it comes to the average everyday girl who is, want to make a footprint in this world, that they would be inspired, and honestly, no. they have no interest. This is why the world is partially is going to hell real quick, because you waste so much in resources trying to get women in these roles, and honestly, especially when it comes to black women, regardless of AUS, African, Caribbean, they don't have any interest in it. But let's just continue. I'm going to go on an unrelated rant, but we really do need to figure out what the hell this soft lifestyle is.
You what it is and how you can live it. Cheers. What you're gonna do is pause this video.
Y'all don't have no interest in world peace. Creating jobs. You guys got all these degrees. You said y'all said you're the most educated. Y'all put your mind to good use. But no, they don't even want kids. They just want to sip wine all day and go to resorts.
If it's nighttime like it is now in the UK for me, go and get your most fanciest pajamas and put it on and come back and watch this video. I want you guys to feel the vibes with me. And of course, we all know what's going on in the wild. We all know what's going on.
I always love how they're always by themselves. They're never with the guys they claim that want them, and they always have to be discreet. They're not even in the background. You never see like, hey babe, just close the door. I'm doing my video. You don't even see that.
With Russia and Ukraine, and this may sound like an odd time to make this video or create this video. It may seem a bit insensitive, like Kim, people are dying.
Diamond earring came up.
Hey, what was it? I swear I'd never seen this video. And to answer the question she doesn't give a fuck. Granted, everybody can be saying like, oh, well, it's white people with the Ukraine, Russia. But, even with the whole COVID shit, a lot of black folks were dying. How did these women feel? They don't give a fuck. They didn't plan on going outside anyways.
In the ocean and it's gone. And there's people that are dying.
But honestly, I am praying for Ukraine and all the innocent lives that are being disrupted because of this war. And I pray that it will cease, and I pray that it will stop so we can go back to living our soft life, baby.
Of course, she wants to be lazy. She's already, by the looks of it, she's probably already living this so-called soft lifestyle. So it's like, what's more that you want? What issue is the Ukraine and Russia conflict affecting you to where you can be more lazier than what you are now?
But these kind of videos also serve as a form of escapism, and at the end of the day,
of course, I'm not mad at her. She's right because she's agreeing with me. Well, we're basic. I know how these women think. I won't say we're agreeing. I'm saying I know how they think. So, she's saying what I expect. I know women. I may be non-select, but I know these little lazy ass women. I know them.
The war is over. We're gonna have to go back to living our lives. Personally, I don't watch the news because it gives me anxiety.
Of course, of course they don't watch the news. They barely know what's going on. But these females know who Blueface is fucking, his baby mama issues, his girlfriend issues. They know all the celebrity gossip. Oh, girl, did you hear about Khalees and Beyonce? Oh, Beyonce had to take this verse off her. They know all about that. This is intellectual laziness that these women are choosing to go opt out of. Because, hey, God forbid, hey, I know she's in the UK and they probably don't even experience it, but hey, what if there was a hurricane and something bad happened? There was something happened to where everybody would, this bitch would be so disconnected from reality. She'll be probably making a damn YouTube video and there's a freaking nuclear bomb that goes off, and she's they're so detached, like children.
I know what I need to know, and that's it. But
no, you don't. You just care about celebrity gossip.
Wait, so today we are talking about living a soft life. What is it? So I have the Urban Dictionary definition, so let's get into it. Oh,
So you want to know where to invest $1,000 right now? Well, forget about stocks, real estate, or cryptocurrency.
oh, by the way, if you're in your pajamas, why don't you go ahead and pour yourself some wine or maybe some slur or some non-alcoholic beverage, maybe some water. Just put it in a wine glass. Why not? Hashtag soft. So basically, a soft life is a life without struggle. Okay? Sometimes it's.
And again, like these females are these children, these adult black women are more delusional and more have a greater imagination than the average 5-year-old. And the thing is, the average 5-year-old can understand death, struggle, loss, sadness, grief, anger. They can understand these feelings and emotions better than an adolescent black woman. And this is fucking sad.
Struggles that we bring upon ourselves, which I'm going to talk about more in this video. A soft life is the opposite of a hard life, basically. It's an easy life, stress-free life, no fault.
Bills, uncertainty, economic crash. It's going to happen. You see, you black women have been running around like children, and you have your tail behind your legs because everything's crashing, everything's going bad, and now you're crying. Now you want to be lazy. Now you want to be a housewife that you never knew you were even trained to be. And now you're creating all these little hashtags that comforts your escapism. And, okay, hey, what do you expect women to do? Well, here's what I expect women to do. If you're gonna do this stuff, and I have really no problem with it, be genuine. Actually show the guys that you're dating, because these guys probably aren't hiding you. You're hiding them. So be proud of the guys you're showboating, regardless of race. Date non-slack men. Yeah.
It's just vibes. Feminine life. A life of ease and comfort. Not just trips and vibes, but peace of mind too. A soft life is an effortless life. No worries, no stress. Hakuna Matata. Okay? So I am not
just detached. And the thing is, there's feminine women already who may have been in a hard life, gotten through it, or just still going. But these women, these first world women, especially first generation, first world, especially with these Africans and Caribbeans, y'all are some cowards. Like, ain't y'all were born in mud huts and in 110-degree weather and shit. Now you're all westernized. Now y'all are Now y'all are Karens, and all of a sudden the sun can't even touch your black ass and shit.
ignorant of the fact that it's idealistic to think that you're going to have a soft life every single day. I am, as you guys know, a realist. I'm not in the fairies, but I am enjoying them.
You just said you don't even watch the news. So how are you a real? How do you know what's going on? What's your celebrity gossip head ass?
Concept of living a life of ease and comfort. I don't think life has to be stressful. I think life is stressful because of us. I think life is hard because we're hard. Life doesn't have to be difficult, okay? And I also
okay. I can probably kill 30%. I'll probably say even 40. Nah, 60. I can probably kill 60% of the stress that everyday black men feel when dealing with y'all. If you guys can stop nagging, practice better selection and partners, reject Pookie and Ray Ray, stop being self-hating, and learn how to love and appreciate everyday men. Value masculinity. Value men. Value your boys. Value your sons. Stop sleeping around. Stop cheating. Stop lying. Stop making media into your favor. Call out black female fuckery and all that shit. Be wives. Be feminine. Actually be soft for men. For men. Do that. Stop doing this masturbation of, I'm going to live a soft life for me. I'm going to live a soft life for me. And maybe for a white man if he's lucky and rich enough.
To say this, a lot of people get soft life confused with a luxury life. But as much as...
It's the same damn thing. That's why you're in a condo with all these little glasses. You sipping champagne, you're all in white just to show off that everything's clean, everything's up in the up and ups. You're in a high rise and all that shit. It's the same thing. You guys keep changing the name. And then you guys want to change the damn name again. It went from freaking Level Up. And the stupid thing about it, the song Level Up, oh. Yeah, y'all are really basing this off of songs. It started with Level Up, which was really not even an interracial relationship between Sierra and Russell Wilson. Y'all used that video that had nothing to do with white men. Y'all turned that into some kind of anti-black man propaganda. It went from leveling up, now soft life. I don't even know the other one. I can hardly. You guys change up so often, divesting and y'all change it up. Luxury, living in luxury, all this nonsense.
As a luxury life is part of a soft life, it isn't what it means to have a soft life.
It is, but whatever.
Have a soft life with 10 pence in your pocket, okay? It's a way of life, it's a way of living. I don't know who coined the term, but I'm gonna roll with it, and we're gonna be talking about that in today's video. But like I said, I'm a realist. Everything's not gonna be great. In London, it's been raining all week, and it's actually really affected my mood. But the moment I put on these pajamas, the moment I did my makeup, the moment I sat in front of the camera, I feel like all of my worries have gone away. And as much as the outside world is chaotic, it doesn't have to be chaotic inside you. It doesn't have to be chaotic inside of your world. It doesn't have to be chaotic inside of your home.
It's called seeing a therapist, to where you can control your anger, your frustrations, and your depression. You can accept bad things in the world, but you don't have to accept it to where it's running your lifestyle and running you into fear, and it's controlling you. This is escapism that is really toxic, and you're going to be more isolated than the statistics and stats showing how incompatible you guys are, not just with your own men, but with men in general. You are the least desired, least likely to be married, the least likely to even have a successful marriage. Y'all don't even last 10 years.
That's what we're going to be talking about today. And I wanted to read something that I got from the internet, and it talks about a soft life as a silent social protest. It highlights that we are all deserving of a life of ease and comfort. Also describes...
And that's an annoying thing that you black women do. We all deserve. No, you don't. Not all of you deserve it. Because some of you guys don't even identify as women. Well, you're going to tell me that bitches that look like... Brittany Grinder is on some soft life, luxury black girl shit. Come on. It really is, even to dissect it from sexuality. A lot of you guys aren't even pleasant to be around. I'm not even going to entertain that someone like Gorilla, who is this hood rat rapper, Cardi B, these city girl types are deserving of soft life. Get the fuck out of here. Especially when those lifestyles and the type of dudes that you guys entertain are chaotic. And you choose this. And now you guys are complaining about the very results, the very solutions that you created. You create this chaos. And you guys are crying about it. Grow the fuck up.
Dictionary, the soft life is a life of ease without requiring hard work, sacrifice, and unpleasantness. It is important to understand that the social movement is less about wealth and more about fair access to a standardized, good quality of living. And I wish a soft life on all of you guys. So let's get straight into.
Okay, I'm starting to learn something. Okay, because it seems like this has nothing to do with men. You know, I'm already 5 minutes into it. And you know she's great. I already know her preferences. Her ideal preferences are white men for marriage, kids, and all that shit. And it looks like she don't even want kids. But you know, I can kind of tell like her sexual preferences are like black men. You know, dark skinned black men, 6'2" and above. But okay, I'm learning.
The video. These are a few things that I have pointed out. This list is not extensive. None of my lists are ever extensive. These are just a few things that I have picked out that I value, that I think will help you guys live a more softer, calmer, warmer, easier life. So let's get into the video.
But they don't want it. They don't want it. They don't want a soft. They'll say it's boring. They've been saying it, this soft lifestyle, even though it wasn't called a soft lifestyle back in. I'll probably say when I was growing up in the 2000s. They weren't saying that this lifestyle of being like the white women, to be like these little suburban moms were fun, and easier. And this is back in the day when people were bitching and moaning about gas prices being $1.50 a gallon. And, you know, black women especially were complaining about how, these middle-class black men who aren't in the streets, professional, well-dressed, they're boring as fuck. And I'll cheat on them if they don't even know how to fuck. And talk shows and, you know, these little talk show hosts gave me the thumbs up. Yeah, you can go cheat on your man. You can go cheat on your man if he ain't putting that good work in. Fuck wrong with him? Got a good job, making good money, but you don't know how to lay pipe? He black. How the fuck he not know how to fuck?
I got some notes on my phone, and let me know if you guys like this setup. I feel very much more relaxed and chilled. Usually I'm filming in my office against the white wall, but I decided to come in here. Let me know if you guys enjoy this setup, and I'm going to be experimenting a lot more on my channel. Sometimes I get very stale. Obviously, first of all, it was a car video, then it was inside my house, and I haven't moved from there. So I'm thinking about switching up my surroundings. I'm still decorating my house, so that's why it's kind of hard for me to get my right setup, but I'm loving my new sofa, so that's where we are today. So the first thing that I want to talk about as it relates to living a soft life is that you must reject struggle love. Bruh. Okay? And struggle love is a love that is struggle. It's hard.
And you're going to notice that, okay, this background's probably like a UK thing, but with the UK and America, the women are pretty much the damn same.
It's arguments, it's fights, it's cheating, it's lying, it's stealing, it is negativity, it's toxicity, all of those things that should not be associated with love. You have to cut that out, okay? When it's right, it is light. Okay? We want a love that is going to be not perfect, however, it's going to feel safe, it's going to feel like at home, you're not going to have to worry, you're not going to have to fear, you're gonna feel safe in that person.
You're gonna worry. Keep voting Democratic. You're gonna keep worrying too. Keep voting Democratic. Yeah, you're gonna worry. Yeah, keep doing that bullshit.
Love, you don't have to worry if this person likes you. You don't have to worry if this person's gonna commit to you. You don't have to worry about if this person's gonna marry you.
But he's gonna be boring as fuck. You know, you don't want that, because what that entails is you guys want the non-slut guy, and you're gonna have to worry about him putting all of his focus on you when you feel like you're so used to Ray and Pookie fucking your mind up to where even though you're his main bitch, you're still having anxiety that you have to compete with the other hoes you just defeated 10 months ago. And it's a never-ending competition in your little head that you are still insecure about whether or not you truly secured that man.
Worry about anything. We must reject struggle love at all costs.
They can't do it. I can sit back as long as I want. I can sit back and ease. They can't do it. I can just sit back and put my Facebook on. I got about 1,000 friends, even though I don't even care to fuck with them. And I can easily see the bitches I went to school with, high school in particular. They still love these dudes. They're still gonna entertain these dudes. They're still gonna have sex with these dudes. That's why you can go on. These females can go on the Kendra G show, and when Kendra G asks them when was the last time you had sex, they'll say 2 months ago, or 2 weeks ago, 2 days ago, 2 hours ago, and Kendra G will ask, why is that man an option for you? And they will say, no, it is not an option for me. Why? Oh, some people just be honest. Oh, I just need to get my shit in. I was just feeling horny that day. Nah, he played too much. Nah, he can't commit.
Start your business time.
And you can see the signs and the red flags of struggle love in the initial stages.
Red flag.
If you find yourself having to chase someone down, force them to make a commitment,
wasn't I just saying this?
Or convince them to do what they said they were going to do, let it go. If the dating is hard, it's only going to get harder once you convince them to be in a relationship with you. Okay? So we're rejecting struggle love all year round.
The thing is, she's not ADOS. And she's in the UK, they, a lot of those black females, especially if they're from like first generation, they can probably like fit in with white folks a lot easier versus ADOS black women. So, but she's using the same lens to a degree because she knows that these women they can't let it go. It's easier for her. Cause she's probably worshipped whiteness since she was a damn child, but when it comes to Caribbean ADOS, oh no, that inspires music, movies, books. They can't let go of toxicity. That's hard. Why? That's why they're especially when the ADOS black. Why do you think they don't even date white men, even though they kind of view them as being the perfect men? It's boring.
We are not accepting that at any point in our life. We are rejecting struggle love. Love is not supposed to hurt. Love does not cause you pain. Yes, there's a level of compromise. There's a level of sacrifice, but you're not compromising who you are. You're in a good relationship. You're able to be yourself authentically and without shame. The next thing that I want to talk about as it pertains to living a soft life is making good decisions.
We already know you guys getting a perfect F. A perfect F.
I said at the beginning of the video that sometimes what gets in the way of us living a life of ease is ourselves. Some of life's struggles,
accountability, but she's African, so you kind of have to kind of accept that. Like you wish it was from an ADOS black woman. You wish, but she's African, so it's like it's kind of a victory, but kind of not. But it's like she's being like this because she knows that white men of today are very into Redpill, the manosphere, and they're eating the crumbs of what they're viewing. They know that they're in the forum, so she's giving a little bit of dog whistles, like, hey, I don't agree with the Redpill totally. I'm not gonna act like these chameleons, but I can accept a little fault. I can accept this and that. So this is why she's saying she can compromise, she can make sacrifices. She's just saying a little bit of stuff that men would like to hear. Even white men. She's throwing that in there.
Bring upon ourselves, even as it pertains to relationships. You know that this person is not right for you, but you ignore all red flags and you go full steam ahead, even if your best friend is telling you this person is not it. Even if your friends and your family are saying, are you sure? You're going full steam ahead. Some of the struggles we bring upon ourselves. So what is going to help you guys to live a soft life is making better decisions. Stop making bad decisions that are going to set you back in life, that are going to make your life harder. When it comes down to making a decision, don't just make it. Think about it, process it, weigh up.
Oh, you mean like using logic?
Pros and the cons. Do you have to go to university? Can you find a short course to study? Can you find an evening course to study while you work?
I told you, they just want shortcuts in life. They don't want to sweat. And the thing is, you'll have media that panders to them, trying to picture them getting into men's fields and dominating men's fields. And when in reality, these chicks are lazy as fuck.
Make money. Do you have to rack up these students?
The ideal work hours for these women is just basically work 4 hours a day at home, and then somehow that equates to 6 figures a month.
More times, creative industries, creative jobs, there's no point in going to university. I can understand if you're trying to be a doctor, a lawyer, or any of these jobs that require a degree. Most creative jobs, let's say media, fashion, all this kind of stuff, it does not require.
Hey, I don't even know why you black women are trying to get into fashion. Like, I'm so tired of going to like you ever go to like venues where it's like local fashions and just kind of like a community shit, where it's like a food venue, and then you see like people selling clothes, like black folks selling clothes, and it's like I hate seeing black women, in like kind of like the local talent, and they're trying to make clothes and dresses, and it's like as a black person how uptight black women are with brands. If it ain't Gucci, Prada, Fendi, Louis Vuitton, Coach, Michael Kors, like they're not fucking with it. they're not fucking with it. So I don't understand, why you guys are in this venture. Unless you guys want to work for these companies, that's one thing, and give ideas on like, hey, I have an idea on how you can pitch to the black community or whatever. But when it comes to you guys making your own companies or starting up your own little fashion companies out of scratch, out of nowhere, it's like, oh my God, it's like, no, you know how black people shop. You know how black people shop.
Acquire a degree. And funny thing is, I wanted to make a video so long ago, probably like 5 years ago, talking about university being the biggest scam, right? If I could take back anything in life, it would be going to university. I learned to sew because I studied fashion design. I learned to sew and to make clothes whilst I was in college. In the UK, college is before university. So just to clear that up. Living a soft life is about making better decisions, and you must
Okay, but it's not like you guys are learning trade. That's nice that you know how to sew. That's cute if you want to be a housewife. But this is kind of where things really don't add up to where it's like, okay, she's intellectually lazy, but again, you don't want to go to college, but okay, how are you going to get into these, like, because you black women, you guys want to get into these little CEO positions. And it's like, you just working at McDonald's or the fast food restaurants or the food industry all fucking day, or just sitting on your ass. That's not going to up your resume for someone to say, oh shit, I can see this person as the director of blah blah blah. So she's kind of full of shit, but like I said, she's pandering to white dudes because a lot of white dudes aren't in college anymore. They're just learning trades or doing the military. So she's saying things that guys will like, to where, you know, she's soft pandering to a degree, because really when it comes to women, especially if she comes here with FBA women, ADOS black women, and tell them college is a scam, black women will look at her like a fucking crazy. Like, what the fuck you expect me to do? Like, be a crackhead or a baby mama back in the projects? No, I'm gonna go to college and join a sorority, do all this, create my own little fashion company, and then, you know, once I graduate, I'm gonna try to be the first black female CEO at such and such.
And take some time before you make decisions. I posted a tweet today and I actually said we need to stop occasionally and ask ourselves, what is the purpose of what I am doing? Because most of the time we live our life on autopilot. We just do what everyone else is doing.
That's what you guys do. And that's all I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna do the first 10 minutes. I don't, because if I keep going, this is gonna be like freaking 2 hours. But I'm gonna do other. Oh gosh, yeah, I'm gonna do other videos.